Hi and welcome to Daily Vlogs with Rich Pasini. Today is May 11th, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I want to talk about selfies. Is it really worth it taking selfies? Does social media help? The answers to that? Yes and no. I believe in social media. As a matter of fact, I created two banners. One, where it says Daily Vlogs with Rich Pasini, sharing information through social media. I created another banner that I use. Back in the day, it was Richard J. Pasini, help inspiring and sharing through social media. I am an advocate for social media. I believe in it wholeheartedly. I think it's got its perks, it's got its ups and downs. I think in some cases it gets a bad rap. Now you're probably wondering, what's the topic? Why are we talking about selfies? Why is that? Well, I read an email this morning, and I'm going to take you to the topic there. And the topic, I believe, is selfies don't kill. People's behavior and improper use of selfies is what causes problems. But the reason I want to respond to this email, I'm not actually touch bases on this topic, is because I think if you really look into selfies, what it's all about, it does have it has its good and bads. As a matter of fact, I made a list up here of the things I like about it, and I'll share it with you. Well, don't mind me, I have to put my glasses on to read these topics, but I had to write it down because, folks, like I said in my other videos, sometimes I get so over-inundated with information I can't remember verbatim. So I had to write these things down, and I made a little list. It's a little list, but it'll get the message out there. Social media is good for business. These are the lists. These are the topics I want to talk about. It brings you the latest news and updates. It saves lives. It shows people having a good time. And I wrote here in the last one, selfies on social media can cause death or serious injuries. Okay. I also put in here, it's a social media storm. Constant posting of everyday events and news as it happens. Social media is good. It's not a bad thing if you use it right. So let's get right to it, and I'll explain a little more. Okay. Looking at this story is what enticed me, or I should say encouraged me to make this video. Now, as you can see here, it comes out, it says the title is Selfies Don't Kill People, and no place has ever been ruined by an Instagram post either. It's time to stop blaming social media for the world's troubles. Now, it's true what this person is saying. If you take note, a lot of things that are going on with social media, YouTube is cracking down on hate emails, hate stories, talking about all the worldly events going on and politicizing this, that, and the other thing. It's getting crazy. It is. If you look at social media today, the things that people post on there, it's phenomenal. I mean, the information, it just goes on and on and on. There's no way of stopping it. Freedom of speech, people are going to express themselves, and that's okay with me. Okay, I expressed myself in one of my Facebook groups, and a person had made a derogatory statement. I'm not going to get into it because, again, it doesn't deal with this particular issue. And I accept it. I accept the fact that people are entitled to their opinions, and I didn't get mad at the person for making that statement. That made that remark about me. I just accepted and said, okay, well, that's their belief. It's a topic. It's a very touchy topic, and I'm not going to get into it. But people are going to share their own opinions and discuss things how they see it, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But anyway, going on with this here, that if you just look at the picture right here, again, I can't look at stuff like this too long, because if I keep looking at it, it does affect me. Believe it or not, people say, "Well, that's all psychological." No, it ain't well, it is, but it bothers me. I have hydrophobia. I'm afraid of it. I would never in a million years do what they're doing here, taking a picture like this here. Okay, I wouldn't do it. All right. Matter of fact, I don't want to keep looking at the picture. But anyway, let's go a little on the story here. It says, no one has ever been killed by a selfie. A lot of people have been killed by stupid behavior. And it's true. No beautiful destination has ever been ruined by an Instagram post. A lot of beautiful places have been ruined by irresponsible a-holes. When it comes to social media, its impact on the outdoors, and all of us are getting mad about the wrong thing, and that the anger is one of the reasons why we have a problem. Okay. Now, I'm not going to expand too much on this person's, what they're talking about. This story was posted May 7th, 2019. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it. Okay. But I will say this, though. Getting with the little highlighted things that this person had written in the story, we'll just go over that really quick. It says, I don't know what it was, poppies in California, or the tourist who died in the Grand Canyon, or a guy who fell off the cliff in Yosemite National Park. Okay. It's true. You can't blame social media, but I will say this part, though. I think with all the hype of videos or photos going viral, I do believe that social media, in some cases, does entice people. I'm not blaming it all on them, but I think it, if you want to say, encourages people to take pictures like this there and put these on, hoping it'll go viral. Maybe they'll get money from it if it goes viral. Who knows? I don't know. But all I know is what I'm reading and what I hear. Okay? It goes on to say here, and like what happened with Cecil the lion. All right? I think a dentist killed the lion, whatever. And, that then went viral, I believe, right? There was a big story about it. And then over here trying to explain why you just can't, why you can't just build a safety fence around the entire Grand Canyon. Look, I mean, let's not get crazy here, okay? But things do happen, okay? And it goes over here to say, well, I tried to explain that the so-called selfie deaths aren't anything new. There's not been any sort of increase or frequency of accidental deaths. Well, we don't know. We don't know how often they update these things, okay? It says selfie deaths were even the subject of an article outside of a couple of weeks ago. Catherine Mills reported that 259 deaths worldwide have been attributed to this the selfie between 2011 and 2017. Okay, and went on to describe the psychological factors that could influence people to take more risk in order to produce more impressive photos. While the statistic may sound alarming, there are well over 1.4 million accidental deaths per year. Per year worldwide. Okay. Here at home, 160 people suffer accidental deaths in the national parks every year. Of course, there's going to be things like that there. But, facts tell no lies. Look, I do these videos and I post stuff up here to, share with you guys that I'm not making this stuff up. People may say, well, that's why I get the information off the internet. Now, if people want to, have a debacle about that, it's not me writing this here. I'm just sharing the information with you guys. Okay? So, now, off this topic with this guy here, with this story, it says more than 250 people worldwide had died taking selfies, study finds. Okay? Now, YouTube created a video, well, someone not created a video, but here, more than 250 people died taking selfies. This is on YouTube videos. Okay? The crazy ways people have died while taking selfies. Tourists fall to death while apparently taking selfie off a Portugal cliff. Look at this guy here. It looks like this is the one that's on top of a building. I can't look at these things because it makes me get queasy. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. But when you click it on, you'll see the stories come on there. Now, I have this story. I think I clicked this one on, but I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing. But let's check out another one. Okay? List of selfie-related injuries and deaths here. Look. No selfie stick on a platform. Okay? This is on Wikipedia. Now, a lot of people may say, well, you got to believe what you see and hear on the internet. True. That's true. But again, I didn't write this here. Okay? We're not getting too much into it. It says this is a list of serious injuries in which one or more subjects of a selfie were killed or injured, either before or during after taking a photo of themselves, with an accident at least in part attributed to taking of the photo. The United States Department of Transportation estimated that during 2014, the so-called year of the selfies, 33,000 people were injured. Were injured while driving and using a cell phone. That's another thing that's a problem. Cell phones. Since cell phones came into the picture, how many people lost their lives to it? They're texting on a road, or they're not paying attention and stuff like that. Whatever it may be. That's another issue with the cell phones and the selfies, whatever. You combine them together, and you got a bad thing going on here. So it's true. Not only do people die taking selfies, they also die using their cell phones. Here, right? It says it right here. 33,000. We'll just go back again. 33,000 people were injured in driving using a cell phone in some fashion, which can include talking, listening, and manual button control, actuation, including taking, uploading, and downloading, or editing or opening of selfies. This is a problem. But again, for all intents and purposes, I am not making this video to hurt social media. So if people out there, that think, oh, I'm speaking against Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media platforms, I am not. If anything, it's just the opposite. Okay, I want you guys out there, this appeals to the younger crowd, to please. There's nothing wrong with taking pictures of your travels and whatever you're doing. If you're in taking pictures in a big city and you want to share it with your friends and relatives, you want to do it shoot these videos on the fly. There's nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying is be careful. That's all I'm saying. Now, looking at these as I'm talking to you guys, I'm looking here. This is last year, as a 2018 study of news reports that between October 2011 and November 2017, there were 259 selfie deaths. 137 incidents are reported globally, with the highest occurrence in India, followed by Russia, the United States, and Pakistan. The median age is 22. The mean age was 22.94 years old, with the male deaths outnumbering female about 3 to 1. Okay, I'm not writing this stuff here. Okay, and then it goes over here. And then it talks about some of the stories here. Look at it. Look how far it goes down. Here, look at this one here. Okay, transport. This is the type of transport. 3 teenagers, 2 sisters and a friend, were killed by a train while posing for a selfie, which is just visible, the final picture they posted on Facebook, along with the caption, standing right by a train. Aha, this is awesome. A 17-year-old girl committed suicide by jumping in front of a central line in a Redbridge tube station. She took a selfie of the incident, which she titled, "Last Pic Before I Die." She was reported distraught over a gossip about pictures she had sent the boy. I'm not making this stuff up, folks. Okay? You got electrocution, you got transport, you got fall, look at the things here. The list goes on and on and on. Drowned. Look at this. Look. I'm not making this stuff up, folks. Okay? I would never, first off, I would never ever try to make, put words in people's mouth, or just, this is what it's all about. Look at this. And it's got the dates where it happened. Look. Look at this, folks. List goes on and on and on. And look at the things. Animal, electrocution, transport, a lot of falls, drowned. Look at this. Okay? Then it's also over here, roof topping. Look at this. You click that hyperlink on it. It brings you a picture here. Roof topping, sometimes called roofing, refers to unsecured accents of rooftops, cranes, antennas. Oh my God! Look, But again, we can't deny the facts. Here, this is a tape now. This one here, the signs behind your terrible selfies. I looked at this clip. It's only 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'm not going to play it. If you guys want to check it out, you can. You're more than welcome to. I'm not going to get into it, but more than 250. Again, talking about that. All right. This came out October 3rd, 2018. The next time you stand at the edge of a scenic cliff or on top of a waterfall, take care before snapping a quick selfie. It could be the last thing you do. Okay? People, there's nothing wrong with taking selfies and sharing it on Instagram and Facebook. But please be careful. Look, more people die taking selfies in India than anywhere in the world. Says, all right? And again, you could probably watch, I think this is the video talking about it. All right. I believe that's what it's all about. I don't know. I'm not going to get too much into it because this video could go on and on and on for an hour or better. Then just to skip down here, it says what worries me the most is that that is a preventable cause of death. He said, right? This is the person who's talking and writing the story, taking a toll as many numbers just because you want a perfect selfie, because you want a lot of likes, shares on Facebook or Twitter or other social media. I don't think this is worth compromising a life, such a thing. Okay, but like I said again, it does have its good things. It does have it has its drawbacks. Like I said, it's good and bad and everything. Here's the video I was talking about. I'm not going to play it. It says more, and it talks about the story here. The Daily Mail did it. Topic here. But that's not the ad. That's the ad there. That's the time for the ad. But I don't know how long this is exactly. Let me just skip it really quick here. See how it is. Okay, it's 2 minutes and 58 seconds long. You could check this out. Daily Mail put it out. Okay, just type in, do a Google search. More than 250 people died taking selfies. All right. Here's another one. Look at this. This is from Fast Company, right? Who did this story? Again, it's our life. It goes over here. Is our life just worth one photo? And that's it. That's it. You know, be careful. All I'm saying is be careful. I mean, it shows you that this looks. I think this is a video. I don't know. It looks like it. Look at this. Standing on a ledge. I can't keep looking at this here too much, folks. I'm sorry. It really does bother me. Here's another one here. Look at this. This is crazy. Look. I mean, these are videos. You can click them on if you want to check it out. You just go to www.fastcompany.com. You can check it out. I'm not going to watch them because, like I said, I do get squeamish looking at it. Look at this. Oh, geez. Laying on a ledge like this here. I mean, seriously. Is this worth it? Is this worth it? I mean, look, rising fatalities. Yeah, it's like, well, that's something else, right? Yeah, no, it's not okay. It is. A study published in the Journal of Family Medicine and Primary Care found that some 259 people died taking selfies. And again, the same thing. All right, we keep going back to the same thing there, but you know, it's crazy what people do, and it's not worth doing this here. And I don't know if this is the one that was talking about. Someone had talked about recently. No one's always extreme enough. I'm not sure. There was another one recently. Somebody jumped over. I don't know if this is a story. A relative was telling me about that there, and the person fell into the lava pit, whatever. About a year ago, he placed a plastic bag. I'm just looking at this here. I don't know. Paramedics set him up. All right, just set him free, whatever. I don't know. There's probably another story like that. I mean, look at the things people do, though, folks. Look at this. I mean, really? Unbelievable. Look, I'm not here to upset people, or make fun of these people. I feel bad for them, to be honest with you. I really do feel bad for these people. It's sad because a lot of these people, a lot of these people that do these things here just to get, the social media fame or whatever, or like I said, get likes on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. It's not worth it by any means. It is not worth it. Believe me. And then I think I wrote over here. I think I did another little thing here about. Do people take selfies to hope they go viral? And then it says over here, and if you look at it, it says over here how to take best selfies as you're told by viral. So, look, I wouldn't get involved with this here. I mean, by all means, again, there's nothing wrong with taking selfies, but please be careful. It's not worth it. Look at the stories here, folks. Look at these stories here. It's not worth it. Believe me. And people who think, that's them, that won't. Don't never say never. Okay. But now, if you look on a different note of it, can social media help people build businesses? They can. Now, like I said, that's the flip side to it. Interest in social reach 1 billion monthly users. And if you think about it, outside of how selfies could be a very bad thing, a damaging thing to social media in some cases, where people will make derogative statements about it. If you look at it in this pretext like this, using social media allows your customers to connect and interact with your business on more of a personal level. Now, social media can help. It can help a business out. It could build a brand. There are people that have become successful building brands on Instagram. I think there was a lady or a young woman that started a baking business, I believe, on Instagram. There's probably a lot of success stories about it as well. But you gotta really take it for face value for what it can do for you, especially if you're in a business and you want to get that word out there. It really can be very beneficial. Look at this one here: is why social media is important for business marketing. Social media is an essential place of your business marketing strategy. Social platforms help you connect with your customers, increase awareness about your brand, and boost your lead sales, right? So it really does. It can have a good effect too, as well, in that regards too. Let me just close out of this really quick, folks, because again, I don't want to expand too much on this topic. Let me close out really quick here. Okay, folks. Well, I hope you got a takeaway from that video. I hope it just kind of like opened your eyes a little, and to make you realize that the reason why, like I said again earlier, is this video. The reason why it came into play, or why I created this video in regards to selfies, is to make you aware of it. Some people, things go sight unseen. There are a lot of things I'm not aware of out there that's happening. I mean, I'm not saying I'm oblivious to what's going on in the world. I am very in tune to what's going on in the world. And sometimes you wish you could tune it out, to be honest with you. But with all kidding aside, with certain things, like, or I should say, it's not even a thing of kidding aside. It's just, there are so many things happening in this world. And every time I go on my Facebook groups, I got 3 Facebook groups. I got one personal one, and I got one for the social media and one for the business. Well, to advertise my YouTube, the eBay. I use it. It's called eBay Top Rate Sellers Group. And sometimes I get so inundated with what's going on in the business world. Like, I do a lot of research on my own business. I'm trying to make a go out of it, and it's not been easy, I'll be honest with you. And I don't know what direction I'm pointed to as far as that part goes. But social media could be a good thing, and like I said again, it could be a bad thing. Now, I went on my personal Facebook. I go on it every now and then. I check to see, I keep in touch with people, friends and relatives and stuff like that, from my jobs I used to work at and stuff like that. And my personal one, I go on it maybe on a daily basis just to see if anything's new happening. And I just, for some reason, I was looking at the friends I have on there. There was one particular friend I haven't heard from in a while. So I clicked him on. I went to see maybe he unfriended me. And then when I clicked it on, I found out my friend that I used to work with years back in a company over here on Long Island had passed on. I was like, oh my gosh. I can't believe it. It's like, I was just talking to him. I think he passed away last year, but maybe the year before, probably I think back in 2017. I mean, we kept in touch straight, through Facebook on occasion, with hello, Hawaii, how's things going? It's really hard. That's going to say one thing about Facebook. I have to say, and again, I know it gets a bad rap, and with the privacy issues and so on and so forth. I know Mark Zuckerberg is getting a lot of he's getting in heated debates with these things here. With that time he was going to Congress and he had to explain himself. And I'm not, impartial to what's going on or taking sides, whatever. I'm just trying to say, Facebook, I guess back in the day, if you watch the movie Social Media, I think it's a social media movie it came out with. I watched it there, and if you've never seen it, you should check it out. It is a good platform to reconnect with friends that you haven't heard, or even like keep in touch with relatives that live great distance, whatever. It is a good platform for that. So is Instagram. So is Twitter. I could say so is YouTube. No, but it's true. I think with social media, it's a gateway to the world. I mean, with social media, you can connect with people all over the world at any time, any given moment. And I think sometimes a lot of people use it in a way where it can be deceptive. You know, people, like I said again, we all have opinions, and you know, we address certain issues differently. Um, I on my YouTube channel, this channel here, I said in my other videos, I do not discuss religion and politics, and I don't use profanity on it. Not that that makes my channel special or better than anybody else's. Believe me, by far not. But those are touchy subjects, and there are a lot of people out there that will get into a debacle with you. On one of my personal Facebook group, I had friends, and I have a lot of friends on. Well, not a lot of friends, but I have friends in it that like to talk about politics. Now, I don't intervene. I don't get involved with it. You know, one friend will talk, or somebody, or an acquaintance, whatever, talk to another friend and say, hey, you know, I don't think this is right, blah, 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 yada, yada. And next thing you know, the name calling starts, and then they start using profanity. And I don't like it. Um, do I intervene? I will. If it gets out of hand, I will say, hey, listen, guys, this is a platform for everybody to welcome one another, talk about nice things, try to talk about happy things. Although people do post things on my personal, even on the business ones, the business Facebook group, about things that's happening now in the world, what's going on. I mean, you read the news, that's all you hear about crazy things going on in this world, and it's sickening. And there were times I was thinking even closing my Facebook accounts on all three of them, because I said to myself, what's the sense of being on them? I know a lot of people say they want to, you know, some people I was reading about closing their Facebook groups because they feel they're being censorship, you know, with all the privacy issues and the freedom of speech things. Certain things are being, you know, commented out or being shadow banned, and people don't appreciate that, so they go off. You know, they close their accounts. And I mean, I want to keep in touch with the people I grew up with, high school friends and stuff like that, and business colleagues I worked with back in the past. I don't want to just end it all. Although if I was to do something like that, I would give like a final goodbye to everybody and say, keep in touch with me. I'll give you my phone number. Give me a buzz if you want. But I think, again, social media is getting a bad rap. But it can save lives, too. It can save lives. I remember reading a story, well, you know, where... Well, let's put it this way. In regards to saving lives, there was a story once before, and it has to do with the cell phone. I mean, I know we can get into the topic of cell phones, how dangerous they are, but also how good they could help out people. There was a story a while back, I don't remember which one it was. Like I said, it's, you know, information overload, where there was a person had run off the road, and they wanted to ditch in it for an embankment, and they were stuck there for so many, I don't know for how long or whatever, and the person said, if they didn't have that cell phone that had the GPS built into it, the person would have never been found. They would have probably been dead there. You know, they had an injury because I think the car flipped over, went into an embankment. And the person who this happened to was telling the story that if they didn't have that cell phone, they would have probably been dead. You know, there was no way. But the cell phone being had the GPS in there, the cops were able to track it down. You know, so that's another thing too. I'm an advocate for all. I'm all in favor for technology, although, without getting off the beaten track here, the 5G is not going to be such the greatest thing if you read about 5G. That's a whole other story, and I'm not going to bring that up in this topic because then we'll really be expanding on that one. But just to share it with you, just if you want to find out for yourself, just type in what are the effects of 5G, you know, the 5G thing that's coming out, and by 2020 it'll be coming out. You can read up on it. I'm not going to get into it because that's a whole other different story to talk about, and we'll be here for a long time talking about it. Okay, people have done videos on that there. You can check it out for yourself when you're at your own leisure. But folks, in regards to social media, again, I don't know if Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, if they do follow me on this here, I am not speaking bad about your social platforms. That's not what this video is all about. It's in regards to using it in a proper way where it can be beneficial to you and to the people who you're sending these photos or videos to. Okay, it's not meant in any way. I'm not making any derogatory statements about it. If you notice, I'm not saying anything bad about it as far as like, oh, I would ban so. I'm not saying anything of that sort. Social media is very important. plays a big role in a lot of people's lives. It helps businesses help. Hey, look at YouTube. It made successful people out of made YouTube stars become very wealthy, successful through making videos on YouTube. Okay, so it does have its perks. The only thing I think why it gets a bad rap is because people who do stupid and foolish things, to come right out with it, and people see the things that's done on there, and right away they will blame the social media. Just say, oh, well, that's people. And I'm sure there's stories with YouTube too, where people have done foolish things and have lost their lives or got seriously injured, which I'm sure there is. I didn't do a video on that. But I know of stories like that where people have got injured and by doing stupid things like that, just to make a YouTube video and hoping, quote unquote, it'll go viral. Folks, there's nothing wrong with starting a YouTube channel. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. If you have a particular niche or like, let's say you have a particular skill and you want to share it, go for it. Go for it. Don't sit there and be held back and think, oh, maybe this people might not like it. I was listening to stories like that. Somebody did a video about that, about breaking into starting a YouTube channel, and the person's like, geez, I don't know what to write about, what to do a video about. And as I said it before, do what they say. What's that saying? Do what you love to do, the money will follow. Follow your dreams and your passions. If you're a person who likes to bake, do videos on baking. Set up a camera in there or webcam, whatever, in your kitchen, and stand behind in your kitchen there and talk about what you like to bake. If you're a baker, if you're a craftsman that builds things out of wood, you got a wood shop. Again, set up a little camera up there and explain what you're doing. Talk about the materials you use, the tools you use to create that particular product, whatever you're making there. Whatever it may be. If you're a photographer, talk about digital photography. Whatever comes to your mind, that's the joy about using social media to its advantage on a good note. Outside of the sad stuff, there's also a good note, a happy note to it. I do these videos here. I share information with you guys, and I hope you get a takeaway from it. And I hope you like me as an individual. I mean, I try to put out good, clean, I don't try to put out good, clean content. I do put out good, clean content. I don't discuss religion and politics. And I'm not going to be coming out here and I'm not saying this in a bad way about all the YouTubes, but I don't sit here and throw the F word out every other word because my mouth is F this, F that, F this. That's not me. That's not my character. So, if you just landed on this channel and you're in debate, like, should I subscribe to this guy? Is he worth subscribing to? What am I going to gain from him? Look, I can't tell you what to do. If you like my videos, I would love to have you subscribe. It's an open forum channel. I talk about anything and everything. Do I do the reseller news? Absolutely. I talk about the reseller news because I am an eBay seller. I sell on eBay right now. I'm on different platforms, but for the most part, I sell pretty much exclusively on eBay. And I will talk about eBay issues. So if you look at some of my videos, I do talk about eBay on the reseller news. That's what it's all about. If I have a problem with eBay or something that they're doing that I don't like, I will make a video on it. I tell it like it is. And for those who aren't new, or if you just land on this channel, you don't know anything about me, I don't sugarcoat anything, folks. I tell it like it is. I'm not going to sit here making videos just to make a video. All right? Yes. I have over 900 videos, and to be honest with you, and unless I looked at the counter on how many videos, I really don't, those things don't really mean, I didn't realize I was over 900 videos. I mean, you might say, well, how could you not realize it? But I'm just saying the way the time goes so fast, you do these things. Who sits there counting your videos? I mean, there are times I do say it, oh, in my other videos, I'm at 800, I'm at 700 videos. But I'm just saying, for the most part, I lose count sometimes. I only thought, for example, the other day, I thought I only had 900 videos, and I look at what, 902 or 903, so it's like, oh, I don't remember. The days go by so fast. I mean, I get up, you get up here, I get up 6:30 in the morning, I start reading emails and start looking at and see if I got eBay, if I got some sales from eBay and stuff like that, and the morning flies by. Right now, I'm over here in the East Coast of New York, it's going on 9:30, So it just goes to show you from 6:30 to now, how fast the time is going. And I always like to shoot my videos early, in the morning, like what I'm doing now, because if it gets too late in the evening, there's certain things I like to do during the day, and I might not have the time. And not only that, because when I shoot my videos, I use, just to share this with you guys, I use a white screen. A white screen, I don't use a green like the traditional colors you could use for when you're shooting videos, because I like to put, if you notice, for the users who follow me, I like to use different backdrops, or backgrounds I should say. So, but the traditional one is green screen and a blue screen. And the reason why I don't use it, just to share this with you guys, is because with the green screen and a blue screen, you need light. See, right now you can't see it. I don't cast shadows. Okay, that's a white screen behind me. There's no lighting whatsoever. This is all natural lighting in here. I got two windows in the back that open up and stuff, whatever, and that's where the lights illuminate in the back of this, the background. And I could drop any background I want in here without lights. And I think because I do it that way with the white screen, it comes out perfect all the time. I could use any backdrop, any back screen, I should say, and put, put any special effects, whatever, without having any issues. Because again, it's a white screen. I love it. I don't need any lights. I don't have to set lights up with a green screen. If you ever watch the videos of people that shooting videos and they want to add back, different screen, backgrounds, they always show you all the things with the green screen. How you have to have the lights so far away from you. If you get too close or whatever, you cast a shadow, or you get spillage where you get the green that comes onto your face. Folks, if you try it, if you try doing it, again, I have two windows behind me that are casting light in here. This is all natural. That's why look. I can go closer. You don't see it. You won't see any shadows here. You know why you're not going to see shadows? There's no light. But if I was to show you, I could take a quick snap. You'll see it's all white back there. Okay, that's how bright it is. Plus, I got things on there on my on the program I use where I could get the intensity. I could do the contrast bright or low. If I lower it down, then it'll become a darker image. But I usually turn it right up. I want it as bright as possible. But anyway, without going into that picture. Getting into that topic there, I just hope that you guys who do follow me on this YouTube channel, and again to the new subscribers, I just want to say thank you again. I'm really trying to push to get at least 1,000 subscribers. I don't know, I'm not having such great luck with it. I do follow other YouTube success stories out there. The people who are successful on YouTube, trying to make a go out of this here. And it's not easy. I'll be honest with you, folks. It's not easy doing YouTube videos and doing daily vlogs. It's by far it's not an easy thing, because you got to come up with different content on a daily basis, pretty much, and you really need to talk about different topics too. You can't keep talking the same thing over and over again, But I do love creating the videos and stuff like that, and I do hope you guys, for all intents and purposes, get a takeaway from it. I don't really have too much more to say on this topic as far as without skirting away from it. In regards to the selfies, again, folks, if you're going to take selfies, all I'm saying is I'm just coming out and sharing with you guys, especially if it appeals. I hope this appeals to the young people. Please, for your own safety, there's nothing wrong with taking selfies. There's nothing wrong with using social media. But just be careful when you're doing it. Doing things that's going to take pictures or whatever, or videos, to try to help that they go viral or whatever, or you get a lot of likes or whatever. Don't let social media, how could I say it, overburden you with that. Like, in other words, thinking that, in order for me to be successful or get a lot of likes, I need to do something like this. Don't do dangerous things. It's not worth it, folks. And think of it this way. Especially if you're taking a video like that and it's something dangerous, what good's gonna come out of it? I mean, and God forbid something happens to you. Think about your friends and families and stuff like that. The people that would miss you and stuff like that. Because of that. It's not worth it, folks. It really ain't. I mean, you do your own research. Do your own research. You don't have to take my word for it. Go out there. I showed you some stuff on this video here. I'm not making this stuff up, folks. The only reason why I'm bringing this video out is because this morning when I seen that, I said I have to address that, And I'm not knocking that person who wrote the story. Believe me, he's right. He's right. He's 100% right. Selfies don't kill. But I do believe, in my personal take, this is my personal opinion, that they do, in some cases, well, people say, well, maybe you're going to say, don't contradict yourself now. You may say social media doesn't entice it. What I'm trying to say is, no, selfies, don't kill people. It's the way people use it. Taking the selfies is what's really could be abusive in that respect. But then again, if you're relating it with social media, it's because the reason why they're being driven to that is because they want to use the social media platform to hopefully get recognition, get likes, and get views, and hopefully it'll go viral. And believe me, folks, it is not worth it. It is not worth it by far. It's not worth it. Don't do things that's going to hurt yourself. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to end this video, and again, if you guys would like to respond or drop any comments below, please do. Leave nice comments. I will not respond to anybody who's leaving any nasty comments. If they're going to make fun of me or call me names or whatever, I am not going to respond to you. I'm not going to get into the bargain with you. I'm a friend to you, to the YouTube community. Whether you know me or not, whether you like me or not, that's another story. I put these videos out. I do these with good intentions. I don't put videos out there to incite anything bad on anybody, hate. I don't talk, like I said again, I don't talk about religion, politics. I don't use profanity. I consider my YouTube channel a kid-safe channel. In other words, if you're a mother or father and you are watching me and you got little kids running around or hanging around you, you don't have to worry about me coming out and shooting the F-bomb out. All right? There's a person like that. I'm not going to mention their name, but this person sits there, and I don't know how they do it. Persons, I'm not going to get into it because people start piecing things together. But all I know is I hear the F-bomb coming out and it's so unprofessional. It is so unprofessional. You don't need to use profanity in doing a video or on your conversations. It's to me, it's not for me. I'm not into that. I'm sorry. I want to appeal to a broad audience of people. I want everybody to enjoy my videos or like them, and that's the type of person I am. And just to say this in a closing note, if you ever met me in person, I am no different off camera than I am on camera. In other words, the way you see me now is the way you see me in person. I'm a down-to-earth person. I like to help people out. I mean, if you see me, if you met for the first time, you'd say, hey, that guy's a nice guy. He's got a nice persona. He comes off very nice. He's a kind, good-hearted person. I am, and I'm not saying here to put to praise myself, but that's the type of character I am. And like I said again, I do these videos with good intentions, and I do put my heart and soul into it. Believe it or not, you might say, well, all you're doing is a video and you're just highlighting things by going to other websites, but that's true, and I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people do that there. How are you going to get your message across? I'm not an anchor news reporter. I don't go flying to different places, and I couldn't afford to do it anyway. But I ain't going to interview people and stuff like that. Not that way anyway. So yeah, I think a lot of us that are YouTube creators that use YouTube as a platform to get the word out, a lot of us are going to go to different sites to get statistics and stuff like that. That's just the way it works. What are you going to do? Some people come up with original content. Like I said again, if you're a person that's looking to start a YouTube channel, follow your niche. Whatever it is that comes to your mind, do it with good cause. Try to be helpful. I'm trying to be helpful by sharing information through the social media platforms. That's what I'm doing. So again, I don't know. I mean, that's what people get a takeaway from it. I don't know. It's just basically to open your eyes up. Now, give me an example. If people didn't follow up on stuff like this, or maybe you weren't aware of it. I'm not saying you weren't, but I'm just saying, I just use it as an example. Maybe you weren't maybe you didn't know that that's how many people had passed away from that selfies, or maybe you weren't aware of certain issues that are transpiring within the social media platform. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there for you guys. So again, I hope you guys like the videos I put out. They're good videos. If you get a chance, you want to see other ones, check out the other videos I have. See what they're all about. You could see. I do some do-it-yourselves, how-to videos, and I did a couple of videos on quick cooking tips and stuff like that. And it's quite a bit. I mean, it's quite a bit of videos. I'm not saying, if you want to watch more power to you. I'd love to have you watch them all. But there are a lot of videos out there. But if you get a chance, you hit my video display there. You'll see the videos. Pick one out. See what I'm all about. I cover different topics. And that's what this video is all about. This YouTube channel is all about. To deal with it's an open platform. And I talk about different topics. So it's not just specific on one thing. Okay? I like to, talk about things. I might create a video off the fly. I might just see something happen throughout the course of the day. I might boom shoot a video, So, but check it out if you get a chance. But anyway, guys, listen. Without any further ado, I don't want to take any more of your time up. If you like my videos, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post the videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Pasini signing off. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Until next time, bye-bye now.